Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing another sketch challenge for the Hip Kip Club design team, and I am going in here and I'm going to show you some of the products I'm going to be using. I am using everything from the January 2017 Hip Kits, and these kits were so fun, and this is actually my favorite paper, the one with the little triangles on them. That is like my favorite paper, and I love it. So I was excited to use that on one of the layouts, so I figured this would probably be a good one to use. And I just pulled out some of these little hexagons and these big ones, and I'm just going to trace around those. And I could have used my silhouette machine, but I just found this to be quicker and didn't have to turn on my machine and all that stuff. And plus I kind of like cutting out stuff and, you know, just messing around with my papers, and it's just kind of relaxing for me, so I didn't mind doing this step. So I'm showing you there, that's little shape, and I'm just going to cut those out. And I'm going to go and I'm going to just do some big shapes, and then I'm going to do some little shapes. Just to bring in some more of the different colors and patterns. And you know, I went with the feather paper, the pink, because it matched the triangles that are pink on this paper. But you'll see my way of altering, because it is kind of bright and it's got a lot of patterns going on, so you'll see what I do in the end here. Okay, so I am going to use I did do a layout previous that's kind of similar to this one. And so I'm going to use up what I've already cut up, and I need some yellow, so I brought in some of this yellow from a previous layout I did. So I cut those down, and then I start going into like how I'm going to lay these shapes down and where everything's going to go, and the colors are kind of clashing, you know, so I'm just kind of getting a feel of if this is the right pattern paper that I want to use or not. So I'm going to cut out some more stuff here, and I wanted to bring in some of that yellow, so I made sure to cut or to trace around right where that yellow is, just so it matches my other shapes that are yellow. And then there's that bright pink, and then there were some hexagons or octagons, whatever. I keep messing up on that. There was some of those in the ephemera, what was it? The Hip Kit Club exclusive ephemera pack, and so I used some of those. Okay, so to tone down, or just to give it some interest, I'm gonna use some of this vellum, and this would be great if you're using like a colored background. You can't so much see it on a white background. But you'll see I go in with my mixed media, and you'll be able to see the vellum better. So, and I toned down some of that pink paper with the feathers on it. I put some of the vellum on top of those shapes, just to tone down the pink so it wasn't so bright and bold, because I felt like it really stuck out a lot, the color did, once I got it down on the white background. So, but you'll see it comes all together, and I think it looks great. Okay, so going in with my mixed media, and I'm just using one color, and I'm just going to lay that down using the packaging technique. So I go ahead and lay that down, and I'm being very careful because I want it in like certain spots, and I kind of wanted to like drip it down, but I didn't have enough water going on, so it kind of didn't work that way. But that's okay. I just kept working at it, just seeing what looked good, and I love doing the packaging technique. It's super easy, and mixed media doesn't have to be perfect either. I think the messier it looks, the better it looks, or the messier it is, the better it looks. So I really enjoy doing this with the mixed media, and I love this color. It's like in between, it like matches that feather paper, the pink paisley paper. It matches that perfect with the little feathers on them. So I wanted to take my time here to show you guys, because I know a lot of people have questions about mixed media, and you know, when I speed through it, it's kind of hard to keep up and watch it. So I kind of slowed this down a little bit just so you can see what exactly I'm doing, and it's super easy. Just if you're kind of hesitant about it, just try it. I promise it may not be what you want the first time, but if you keep working at it, it'll be just fine. It'll be great. Alright, so I'm going to show you plenty of that. And I'm taking my photo back and forth just so I can see the placement is right, and if I want to add a little more here or a little more there. Okay, so I think I have pretty much what I want going on there. I'm going to let that dry, and I place down my shapes just to see like where I want them, and if this is the right pattern papers that I want to use. So right now it kind of looks like a mess, but it comes together really nicely, I feel like. So I'm going to start popping up these shapes with some pop dots just to give it some dimension and some interest. And then I bring in some of the thread just to bring in more texture and, you know, just some more interest too. And that's a great way to incorporate more color. And you'll see there the vellum is on top of that shape there, just to tone it down because it's pretty bright. And I feel like that I really accomplished what I wanted there. So, and I'm going to overlap some of these shapes too, and I just really like how this layout turned out. Now you'll see my title, when I go in for my title, I picked one title, but then you'll see in my pictures I changed my title just because I just felt like my title was camouflaging with the background and you really couldn't see it. So I went ahead and changed my title off camera, but you'll see that here in a little bit. So, and we have a new puppy, so he is like into everything. I'm pretty sure you guys will see, I think one of my lights fall because he got caught up in the cord of my lights, and I had to get up real quick to move him and have him go lay down because he was into everything. He loves to be underneath my feet while I'm filming, and so, you know, typical puppy behavior. Okay, so I'm going to back up my photo on this little polka dotted blue paper, and I really like that. Okay, there I am with my title. So I put in there, I think it was Sweet and Splendid Memories. That's the title I came up with. But you'll see I changed that. So be looking for that in the close-ups. So I just felt like it was like too much pastels that were going on, and then I had like, I don't know, I just felt like it was clashing, so, or you really couldn't see the title very much. So I changed that pretty soon. But this photo is of me and my daughter, and I don't know how we did this, but we took a bunch of photos and we were just cracking up, and I can't remember what we were laughing about, but I mean, they were just such good pictures. I just needed to document them. So I'm using some of the Project Life cards, the exclusive ones from the Hip Kit Club, and I'm just gonna layer those up behind my photo. I hate to do that. Those Project Life cards are so pretty, so I used it sparingly. I just used 2 of them. Okay, now I'm going in with the Studio Calico, and they're like puffy stickers, you know, letters, but they're really cool to work with. They don't stick, they don't ruin your paper if you take them up off the paper. So okay, so you'll see me fiddle around here a little bit more, but definitely look at the photos at the end because I did change my title, but everything else stayed the same. I hope you guys enjoyed this layout. If you guys are interested in posting any of your projects for the Hip Kit Club, go over to the Facebook forum and just type in Hip Kit Club and post your stuff on there, or just chat with us. We love communicating with everybody. So But yeah, you guys can find all this information where you can find these kits if you're interested. You can find that in the description box below. And check me out on Instagram, my blog, and Facebook. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!